And I was ready to finish my dissertation by 2002. And 2002, if you look at the economic history of Argentina, Argentina was in flames. I mean, there was a huge economic crisis. Unemployment rate was like 25%. Yeah. And here we were finishing school with a baby, a newborn, and a 3-year-old. That's what we sat down with my wife and said, look, if we go back to Argentina, we're going to be poor, unemployed, and with 2 kids. I said, well, what do we do? So we decided to go to the job market, academic job market in the United States. And looking around different universities, I applied to, I interviewed several universities, and I like Jacksonville, I like UNF because of the international program. They have a very strong international business program, because that will help me. I mean, my research and teaching interests are in international economics. So by having this program, that will help me to basically continue with my research and teaching interests, which has been what happened. And that's how we moved to Jacksonville in 2003. Also, UNF, sometimes, every time I talk to people, you can go to, many faculty members try to go to more prestigious universities, and that's something that you can always try. But places that are UNF is like it's a university that is forming, that is still growing. Mm-hmm. So you have a lot of opportunities to make a bigger impact than in a more established university.
Yes.
Because you have the ability to create new programs, to help students, to work with students, to do research with a lot of people. So I find it a lot of fun to really create things and to do new things, and that's what I do. I mean, I'm the director of the International Business Program in the College of Business. So basically, I manage the relationship of the College of Business with universities around the world. I get the opportunity to sign agreements on behalf of the college, to create double degree programs. We have double degree programs with Spain, with France, with Germany, with the UK. We exchange students. I do study abroad with students. And with faculty members. Those things are a lot of fun. A lot of fun and really help to make a difference. On the educational experience that students receive. Especially when you talk about students in this area, that really want to know the world much better, want to have a better idea where they're standing and what is the position, what is the position of Jacksonville with respect to the rest of the world, not just with respect to the US, but with the rest of the world, beyond, to open their minds. That is fantastic. I really love it. Yes, I usually work, part of besides of my research as a faculty member, sometimes I've done consulting, new developments or things that are happening in Jacksonville. I'm being a little involved in some projects that had to be with the development downtown, trying to, revive that area. I've been many times I've been on TV talking about, how different economic policy can affect Jacksonville. So I give many, many talks in the community about the economy, about the international economics, about the port, macroeconomic policy, so on and so forth. And I even been a couple of times in radio, in Spanish-speaking radio, to talk about international business, talk about programs. I'm a big advocate for education, especially in the Hispanic community, where sometimes, because there are a lot of immigrant families, they don't understand the value of education for their kids, and they don't understand the opportunities that are available to their kids. So I always like to go and talk to them, reach out to families, and especially in the the Hispanic community, sometimes I feel that in the American side, in general, people who are born here, when they talk, for example, to high school students or to students, they talk to the student. There is a tendency to leave the family outside because it's a student who needs to decide. And the Hispanic culture, family has a much bigger role.
Mm-hmm.
Family is much more important.
Yes.
So my take is that we need to talk not just to the kids, we need to talk with the family, have those open conversations to give the information, because otherwise what happens is that because of language barriers and cultural barriers, children become disconnected of their families. One of the most important assets that our Hispanic community has, that family connection across generations, which is very unique in this environment. For example, I take a group of students to Peru every year. And when I go to the airport, and I have 20 students, you can see the parents. And usually, you have parents, you have American parents, you have parents from all over the place, but it's usually the Hispanic parents, they come and talk to you. They want to see who's taking their kid abroad. Who's this guy? Who's this weird guy that's taking them to another country, And I start talking with them and start to reassure them that we have done this for a long time, that their kid's going to be fine. I mean, they need that peace of mind,
Yeah.
But when you want, but if we want more Hispanic kids to go to college and to get an education, we need to talk to their families because they need to be on the same page. They need to be supporting them.